What's up? Welcome back everybody to Entropia Universe, the real cash economy. And we're back for another markup. No markup, but we're on Rocktropia this time. A lot of people that have been watching my videos, we've been on Cyrene for a while, so I figured it's time to take a break and let's hit up another planet. Everybody says Rocktropia is dead, it's not as popular as the rest, but let's see if that's actually true. Alright, so we're going to hit up the Wet Wolf Creek today and see if we can find any type of markup. There is plenty on this planet, and one thing that I do really like about it is it doesn't have codex. I like codex, but I like the missions too. The actual chains and the, go here, do this, do that, kill this. At least it gives purpose, whether it is, a little bit of a storyline or not. Codex just seems like a mindless grind to me. And it is easier to get skill, absolutely. However, I've always been a fan of the mission chains, personally. I was sad when they left. Definitely easier to get skill now, but I mean, does that actually make it more worth it? So we're using an Ozpin Chon right now, the S1X1. I hope that actually sounds really loud, so let's turn that sound effect volume just down a little bit. And we're going to see if we can get a few things with this little Ozpin Chon. It's a very low level gun, perfect for new beginners. And if you do come out here, you can sweat these things and get a bit of sweat. They don't cause too much damage. I'm not wearing armor right now, but... Alright, so there we got some strip tees already. 208%. They used to be worth quite a bit more. However, I feel they've lost a lot of interest, and the Tarantino has gotten pretty good. I have the Tarantino blueprint. I don't have the skill to use it, though. However, these mobs also have a mission, and I believe it's called Vampire Wars. I should have it already out. If I can find the damn thing. Alright, so there you go. Vampire Wars Stage 6, prove your worth to the Vampire Nation. Killed 794 of 10,000 wolves, and you will get a reward once you finish that mission, obviously. However, I can't remember what the skill was from it. I do know it was decent. There's a lot of really good mission chains, like the Steampunks mission. Kill 1,000 Steampunks, and I believe you get dodge skill. I'm not 100% sure if it is dodge skill, though, but... you can see that there is a possibility. They dropped 4 different Grindhouse albums. There's the Sleaze, Rodriguez, Tarantino, and the Grindhouse Striptease. Each one is to craft a stronger gun, and they use up quite a bit of these little albums per click. Same with the Vixen Android gears. Never really a shortage. So as you can see, they're definitely doable with a small gun, and they get progressively bigger the further out you go in the map. So if you see this 5 here, there'll probably be 3 or level 4s around there. This is the only place to find these scavenger wolves, and they're, I believe, other than like the great white sharks, one of the only mobs. I'm not even positive it's, no, it's the crunk shark. I believe it's the crunk shark. I'll have to look it up. One of those drops some death finals, but none of them I feel are as easy as these mobs. You can see that I'm taking them down with a fairly low level gun. It's a level 5, so I mean if you're level 10, even laser sniper or laser hit, you'll definitely be able to use this gun at full capacity. I'm not sure if I have any explosive projectiles. No, I don't. I do also have a small knife. Not a huge knife. But you can see that it... Here, hold on a second. Level 9. So I guess you'd be like level 14 by the time you could fully use this knife. It's not too strong, but it's pretty good for these little wolves. Makes it a little faster anyway. But you could always use the small little Ozpin Chon as well and still get by with these. Now you can see there's only been 2 vinyls dropped so far. The Rocktropia records also have 110% markup most times. Then you got your other crap there. Well, that's not a little bad. That's not bad. Rocktropia has a pretty cool history. As you can see on the map, there's Motorhead Stadium and Lemmy's Castle. Back in 2008 or 2009, the lead singer of Motorhead actually collabed with Mindark to make those stadiums, and they were actually going to do live performances in-game, which I thought was pretty cool. Those are really cool areas, and those Motorhead kegs, if anybody wants to try to play for free, if you go to the middle of this place, you can get Motorhead kegs and just by running around, kind of like crude oil at the rigs. But the Motorhead kegs have 150% markup, and they are completely free. I don't think, no, it's not a PvP zone, so no one can even kill you and take them. Should have thought before I spoke about that one. It's a green area. It's still pretty cool though. The fact that someone like the lead singer of Motorhead would get into something like this back then. It's got a vast history for sure. I wish I was around playing this game when it first started, but I was technologically impaired for many years, using an old MP3 flip phone and shit. People have iPhones, so I just caught up recently. Alright, so we're not going to use too much PED just for the sake of the video here. We've used about, as you can see, it doesn't use much to shoot, 0.01 peck per shot. So let's see how many shots. I believe they have 50 HP for these ones, so 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. So 12 shots, so that's about 12 peck to kill it. Oh, there's some Tarantino. Now you don't get a whole ton, look at 380%. And I know that people think that there isn't really a market. However, if you do come to this planet, there is many people that buy and sell stuff, but the majority of it is through shops or player-to-player trades, so it's going to look like there's no markup on the items, but I bet if you tried to sell them, there's lots of players that would actually buy them. It's just it doesn't show the markup when it's bought in a shop or from a player. It only shows it when it's bought in an auction. And from what I've learned about Rocktropia is it's basically player-based and player-run. Never Die really doesn't have a hand in it anymore, so from what I get, it's the same way it was years ago, and I seen an interview of him speaking, saying that if they did add codex, it could screw a lot of the mission chains up here, which people don't really want. They'd rather have the mission chains because it's such a unique planet. There's tons of cool things to do here. It's one of my favorite planets, honestly. The Tangerine District with all the shopping malls, there's the No Way Out prison, you got all the instances that they're player owned as well, and you can get with bananas, I believe, rotten bananas and bananas. It's really cool. If you didn't know any of that, if you checked online, there's some really cool stuff. Like Camp Crunk has a shield cloth crate event that they do yearly, and the person that gets the most wins prizes. There's some really cool stuff on this planet. I don't think people give it as much credit as it should have. For a planet that hasn't gotten updates in several years, it has a very steady population of loyal players here. Every time I come here, I see the same players, the same people buying stuff, and it's really cool to see. It's one of my favorite planets, like I said, and anybody that's watched my videos knows that I'm usually on planet Cyrene, but Rocktropia, if I could, I would always be on this planet, but since I started, I was always on Cyrene, so I've been so committed to that planet for so long that it just doesn't make sense for me to use a ton of other, you know what I mean? To go and use a ton of other resources on other planets. I'd rather stay on one planet and continuously do well on one planet. But after so long of being on it, you do need a vacation or a break from it, however you want to put it, right? Let's see. Something I noticed that was pretty cool about this too is there's several of these wolf parts, and when I tried to put them in a refiner, I have 6 or 7 parts that go together, but you can't refine it. It keeps saying you need more, you need more. Oh, there's another Tarantino. We haven't got any Rodriguez yet, but you can see how if you continuously hunt them, they will add up over time. That Vampire Wars mission as well, I should have mentioned, it's at the Evil Cathedral. So if you come here to the Evil Cathedral, at that number 1 right there, there's several different mission chains for mobs on this planet. There's Striptease again. You can see how you get quite a bit of the little drops. It's almost the same as the Vixen Android gears, but you get a little more. They're both good though. The Vixen Android gears are a very profitable mob to hunt. Well, the Vixens are a very profitable mob to hunt for low-level players for sure. Don't take much to kill, and they have pretty high markup loot steadily because of the blueprints that they have, right? There's more Tarantino, and you can see I'm only using the Ozpin right now. I'm not using a lot, and it doesn't use a lot of PED at all. I've used 6.5 PED so far. I have 5.4, 6.4, right? There's, look at, we're well over what we started with already. And this is just a low-level gun. Plus we have the markup on the items, and there's one more of these that it drops as well. You always get Rocktropia records almost every single drop, which adds up a lot quicker than like animal oil residue on Cyrene, or, you know, because that shit's almost more popular than shrapnel there now. However, I do want to show you all these refined items in the thing. Now, we're going to go here in a second and check out. I just want to get that last album to drop. If we can just get a Grindhouse Rodriguez, that would be the last one. Now, if you do get surrounded by them, they are going to hit you pretty good. Don't go off of mine. My avatar has a higher evade and dodge than a new player is going to have. Just to give an example, my levels are not huge, but they are definitely bigger than someone that would be at a lower level, especially just starting the game. So if you do die a little quicker, I apologize. I'm only able to do what my avatar allows me to. I try to hunt with lower level gear just to show players what they can hunt and what they are able to use. You can see I'm not doing a lot of damage, but the wolf is still coming down rather quickly. And the TT value of the gun doesn't go down very fast at all. As you can see, it takes a few shots just to get it go down 0.01 of a PED. So it allows you to use that gun for a little bit longer and hopefully get some better returns, better markup. Myself, for a lower level gun, I like the Ozpin and the Ozpin S1X1. The Ozpin LRS1X1 or the BP S1X1. Either of those guns are really good, very cheap, affordable. I mean, the efficiency isn't going to be through the roof because you're getting a gun that's around 20 PED, right, with markup. Alright, well, we didn't get a Rodriguez to drop. Maybe we can kill a couple more. But you can get the gist of it, right? You can see how those death vinyls were continuously dropping somewhat. It's not like every single drop, but it's enough that you can do well if you hunted the 10,000 of them for stage 6 or something. Just like the Vixens. I mean, it doesn't seem like you're getting a lot, but over time, if you get steady TT loot plus the 400% markup on the gears, it makes a difference. And it's the same with the death vinyls. If you can do well with the death vinyls, and we didn't get a whole ton, it will add up over time though. Especially like, look at Tarantino is 380%, 14 PED of them. And don't kid yourself, there is quite a bit of people that buy this stuff. I have some pictures actually of people. Well, there's some selling there, but that's mostly pets. But it was a bunch of people buying things in the chat and showing the markup that they want for them, obviously. And then the items that you click on have no market value in the auction house. but people are still buying them. And I think that's a huge misconception here, that there is no market value because a lot of people use the auction for it. But I bet you if you use Rock Trade or like Rock Trade, is it Rock Trading? Yeah, Rock Trading, then you can sell your items or talk player to player. I mean, it's a pretty popular place and a lot of nice people here. The community on Rocktropia probably is one of the best. There's a lot of cool things here, and in the next couple videos we're going to be going over a few of them, like Rock Bucks and Bonzo Slim Jims, and there's some really cool stuff on this planet. It's one, like I said, it's one of my favorites. I probably say that about every planet, don't I? That's all right. That's all right. There's so many favorite planets on this place. But okay, as you can see, I have quite a few of them. The Rodriguez, 226%. So in total, if you were to have all 4 of those vinyls, right, look at the Grindhouse sleeves, I just keep those and craft the gun myself. It's kind of pointless to sell it for 100% markup. I mean, you got the Striptease and the Tarantino. Now as you can see, there is quite a bit of markup with those 4 items. Recent sales as well. Not a whole ton, but not a lot of people are hunting these mobs. As you can see, there's no one else out here right now. And look at the market value you can get. 3 different items right there with a decent amount of markup. So I think they're pretty good. Here, let's check out this refiner and see if anybody can help me out with this portion of it. I know that sounds awful, right? But here, check this out. So if we add all these items, look at item can be refined, wolf blood, wolf eyes, wolf heart, wolf fur. Look at, what the heck? Do you see what I'm saying? Look at how many things I just put in. Wolf eyes, wolf meat, wolf heart, fur, blood, and fangs. And it's not enough. So what am I missing? I have to be missing something. And does it actually refine into something? I know someone on Rocktropia should know about this, so anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know I haven't been doing a whole ton of markup, no markup, but oh yeah, crap, I should have talked about the actual guns that people are crafting with these, shouldn't I have? Talking about a bunch of other crap. Let's hit up the auction house and see if we can find the blueprints for these, because I believe they use 50 albums per click, which means there's never going to be enough of them. People are always going to want to craft these guns. If you look at the Cali trade and the Cali auctions, I bet you there's going to be a few of each. The Grindhouse sleeves are only 4 ped each too. Not a whole ton. They're all low level, low TT, but they have 0 efficiency, I believe. I just gotta wait for this this lady to appear. Oh, there she is. Alright, let's go Grindhouse. Alright, see, there's not a whole ton on the auction, is there? And these ones didn't sell this time. Just depends on when you post them, I guess, or who's online looking. I know a lot of things have been not selling as much lately, but if you go to Calypso, look at all the guns. Let's see if there's any market value on these. Alright, so 232, Tarantino, 246. So people still are buying these guns. Striptease, 377. Right, so even the guns got a decent amount of markup to them if you craft the guns. 150% on the Grindhouse sleeves, and the albums are going for dirt cheap right now. The Striptease blueprint, so if you do choose to craft these guns, you do have chances of dropping these decent blueprints, which people do buy. They just keep in mind this is a player-based economy. Let's see, 50 Grindhouse Striptease Death Vinyl. See if there's any others. Alright, so Tarantino's here as well. We got 50 vinyls, alternate ingots, a few other things. Nothing crazy that you can't really get. It's pretty easy to get the majority of those items, but you see the Grindhouse Tarantino Death Vinyls, you need 50 for each of these blueprints. None of them are going to be cheap to craft, but if you do craft them, you can see the guns do have a little bit of markup. It's not like you're crafting for 105% or something like that, you know, you're actually getting something out of it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one here on Rocktropia. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.